Hello everyone and welcome back to Scavenger SV-4 Run 3 Part 2. Now one thing I have to say right off the bat, if the video ends way shorter than anticipated, then it's most likely because the game's crashed on me. Now I don't know if I'm actually going to go ahead and, you know, edit this together or edit it down or turn the settings down or whatever. But all I can say is I've put the game on the prettiest settings now. So what you should see is that the star actually looks like a star and the planet looks like a planet rather than just like a gas giant. Though there's one thing to consider, and it is that it does have a... What the hell happened? Oh, the game crashed instantly. Wow, I wasn't expecting that to happen. The game crashed instantly on me. Wow. Let's go back into it and see if I can play it again. Otherwise I have to turn the graphics settings down because I can't even play the game. How bad would that be when you can't even play the game and record it at the same time? Right. Can I continue with Francis Daniels, please? I just want to see how this looks. Now, I can't show you the game on max settings, sadly, because unfortunately the game kept crashing on me. So, as you can see, the planet still looks like a gas giant, to be honest. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Yes, the game does drop frames when you look back over the ship. I have no idea why it does that. If I launch that, I'll see if I can get some help from the Medibay, which is just in here. If there's no help to offer, then there's just no help to offer, sadly. So what do we have? Well, it's all used up, so it is what it is. Alrighty then, let's carry onwards. So I think last time there was a moon as well that we saw. So yeah, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, unless I have to use something like shadow play, I don't think I can go ahead and show you what the game looks like on max settings, just because my computer is not allowing me to play the game at max settings and use OBS to record it at the same time. I have no idea why. It could be that it's a game in progress and it's just trying to do too much at once. So I'm just trying to find these over here so you can kind of see they still look like ass. Especially that periodic table, it looks like shit, dude. Couldn't get a high quality JPEG of the periodic table online or something. Alright. So I think last time there was a structure I wanted to investigate. It's over this way somewhere. Like this thing right here. So let's go ahead and investigate it. Oopsie, I went right into there. Is there any way you can get in there? Like, yeah, you have to go through here, look. Do I have to activate that? Yes, you can activate the hydraulic jaws. Sample recovered, lovely. So if oh, okay. See, look, I think having the hydraulic jaws active causes a power drainage, quite a massive power drainage. So you just gotta be, I guess, conservative with your power and all that, which is obvious. What the hell's that over there? So you gotta be careful with this game because you never know if there's gonna be like turrets. Because as you see, there is an option for the turret here. I think I've already been over that. Have I? Been down this way? Yeah, I must have done. Look at the map. It's pointing down that way. And so, yeah, so there is a turret option. I think you can find turrets here on the surface. And the idea is you can use the turrets to basically shoot at other things. But you have to be careful because there's every possibility that, you know, there could be just a random turret and it blasts your ass and you have to like react to it. There is something here. So is this something I can... Oh, it says object nearby. I might buy it though. What the hell happened there? No power, that's why. Can I pick it up? Let's turn on the auxiliary generator and pick it up. So we've got another sample, turn the hydraulic jaws off, get going. I think there's something down here this interesting thing here. I think I want to have a mooch at what this thing is. If I can use that as well. Then if I can see, okay, we get that. And supposing I'm on a nice flat patch of ground, I can go up to the surface. What the shit is that? Who knows what that is? I'll turn the auxiliary generator off. I'm recalling the rover. There are more structures to investigate. And as you can see, the planet has become almost a black hole, like what happened in the last one. For people that actually watched that all the way to the end, the planet does get like substantially dark because we're on the dark side of the planet. So, alright, turn the hydraulic jaws off as well because we don't need them. And I'll take all these samples into the science lab and see what we can do with them, while I investigate our health situation. Activate the auto dock. So, please remain calm. Yeah, so if we authorize the treatment, stand still, don't move. Okay, so there is a radiation dosage detected, which isn't good. However, we can still survive, I guess. So that's probably the main thing to understand, is that so long as we keep on top of that radiation exposure, we should be able to survive to some extent. So okay, here we go. So if I can just take all these into the science lab, and then we can begin to decipher what items we have here. Research all. Okay, that middle one went quite quick. It just like did the first phase. Oh no, the bottom one went even faster. But that one, oh wait, there's an EM field. The item's not even in here yet. It's not even in here yet. That's a transmitter. Electrical. And something else. Oh look at that, you got the star over there, look. Kind of just looks like a sprite, doesn't it? But it is what it is. And I think last time I said like, oh, what the hell happened? But I think it was because the sunlight went into the room just for like a split second. So I think that's what that was. Oh, we got a target beacon, another one. This device is an active broadband transmitter. When powered, it emits several omnidirectional high amplitude tonally pure reference signals. Insufficient data exists for conjecture regarding the device's intended purpose. The device's practical effect is to register very clearly to many sensors. Operation of this device is counterindicated if avoiding detection would be of value. So I guess it's basically like, oh, we're here, come to us. Yeah, come at me, bro, we're here. I think that's what that is. We got mechanical something else as well. So probably another set of arms or something, manipulator arms, and there's a additional sort of power storage device. So who knows what that could be. Blackness. So part of what I want to wonder is what happens when, you know, you get past this black hole, because look, it's a black hole. The planet is entirely black now. We're on the dark side of the planet, so we have to be very, very careful that we're not going to get jump scared, because as I said last time, there is an option to disable the jump scare in the game now, because apparently there's a jump scare in the game. So just wait for that a little bit longer. I think I could send an expedition to the surface if I really wanted to. So I think I've got everything I need. I just need to launch the rover, I guess, while still trying to keep on top of my radiation exposure as well. So that's almost done. It's like, do I want to go to the surface? Don't I? Like, what do I want to achieve? Oh, there's a moon as well, look. I wonder if you could go out of the airlock and go to the moon and see if there's anything you can do there, or if it's just oh, you went out too far into space and you died or something, and it just ends with a jump scare or something. Oh, we got a load bank. Final conclusion, this module does not store electrical current, it dissipates it. This device is a resistive load bank capable of absorbing significant quantities of input power. The device generates heat as a byproduct. So yeah, that is whatever it is. I mean, if it's saying that it absorbs input power and generates heat, if there is like a heat turret, then this might be the sort of ideal thing you want to use, because then of course it'll deplete all the energy from the rover, but then it'll turn it into heat, and then the heat goes into the thermal turret to power it as a really powerful turret, perhaps. I mean, that is my, you know, ideal guess, I guess you could say, about what happens with that item. Who knows if that really is the case? We've got a thermal something here, so what? Who knows what that is? We've still got another, you know, 58, see, we have 40% side to go. Let's take a look at everything else. I'm pretty sure if you go back here into the engineering, you can monitor the oxygen levels, is it? Or is that in the next room? Right, what's this? Consumables. Yeah, so we got, yeah, it gives us sort of stats, doesn't it? Nominal system. Okay, door overrides. Terminals. They seem to all be working okay. Although we are getting warned that it's exceeding maximum radiation limits. I don't know. It's basically, oh yeah, you're in a radioactive zone. Get the hell out of there, otherwise you're gonna get messed up, boy. Ah, here we go. A flame projector. As I said, it's bound to be a turret, isn't it? The research facility has succeeded despite substantial difficulties processing the sample. The purpose of this device is uncertain. It consists of a firmly insulated open-ended chamber ringed with unknown structures. When activated, it emits a high-temperature cloud of conflagrating materials. The emission pressure is insufficient for efficient propulsion. The device could be used as an offensive weapon. This device is firmly efficient, remaining relatively cool during operation. So I guess that's sort of like a 2-for-1 deal, where, you know, is a sort of turret as such. Couple that with the load bank, which is supposed to you know, generate a lot of heat, I guess you can say. Though I would say I'll keep these to one side for now, because in case I do encounter any sort of turrets, then I might want to go ahead and utilize those, so have some offensive capabilities at least. But yeah, I'm a bit ashamed that I can't even show you what this game looks like in max settings. Or at least on this run through, at least, because it seems to me that the game just doesn't even want to load the level, because it's probably trying to render too much at once, because it's a game in progress. I could say that you can still see that the game does drop frames when you look back over the ship. However, it would be way more apparent on max settings. And as I said, the game would just full on crash on you. So that's what I've experienced right now, at least, is that the game doesn't actually want me to be playing it on max settings for whatever reason. Even though my PC is well within the recommended specs of the game, the only thing I feel a little bit cautious of is the fact that it recommends a GTX 1060 and I have a GTX 1080, so maybe that has something to do with it. Or it could be the idea that I'm trying to play this game and record it at the same time. I don't know what the real reason is, but you know, if I can't even play a game like this at fluid 60 frames per second, then it leads me to believe that there's every possibility that new games I won't be able to play on PC, because there's always the opportunity that it's going to drop frames, and the last thing you want to do is be playing a game and you have dropped frames. So is this going to be something that messes you up? No. If we activate that, we can pick this up and see what we're dealing with here. It's something, that's for sure. It's like a totem pole or something. If I head down this way, I could get some more coverage of the map. Because I said last time, I do get penalised or get scolded by the game for not doing much in terms of exploration of the surface. So if I try to do a bit more in terms of exploration of the surface, then who knows if you know, I'll get rewarded a little bit more for doing that. But then it depends on how big the actual map actually is, because it could be gigantic, and if it is gigantic, then it's more of a reason why the game could be dropping frames, trying to render too much at one time, which can cause problems, as we all know. rough terrain. That ain't good. Oh god, look at it. Yeah, they're definitely rough terrain. Look. Dangerous terrain nearby. Oh, is it this? It looks like a pit or something, doesn't it? We don't want to fall in that without some protection. Damn. So yeah, I think that's an actual pit. So I don't want to go down there, that's for sure. Shit, dangerous terrain nearby. Don't want to be going down there. Sorry, I really don't. So unless there is a way down there, maybe. But you can actually use the turret as a sort of look around device as well. You can press like escape to back out of it. I'll probably just look into what this thing is and go back up. So that's okay. We're running low on power because of not turning on the auxiliary generator. I'll tell you what, I'll probably go over this way, turn the auxiliary generator on, head down this way, see what is down this way. Now of course I do feel like we are moving a bit slower than usual because keep in mind we are actually carrying pretty much max items. Looks like there is a laser, so it could be like a turret or something. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, deploy to an area of rough terrain because I learned my lesson last time I tried to do that. And you basically just die, I guess. The rover just gets like completely messed up and you have to repair everything. Med bay offline. I've got to repair the med bay now. Yeah, that's what happens due to radiation damage and all that. You have to repair everything, and that's not good. So I tried to cycle back around and get this map explored, I guess you can say. There is something over there. I think this should be a nice little spot of soft terrain. Pretty cool. That looks like something. Jump scare. Okay. Still paranoid about a jump scare in this game. Just saying. Oh, look at this. Look at how beautiful this is. Fatal error, system crash. So you have to go into engineering. And you have to go into the console. And reboot the terminal. So it is what it is. Don't tell me what happens if you try and use the glitch panel. I've never tried it. It probably just doesn't work. It doesn't allow you to use it. It could be the jump scare. You never know. I actually tried to look into what the jump scare actually is and it just doesn't say anything. I haven't been able to find anything that tells you what happens. Okay, it seems to be working now. So hopefully it's working. But I still need to activate it, so I need to keep on top of the radiation exposure and all that. As you do, because that's how you're supposed to play this game. Authorized as treatment. Please remain motionless. Okay, that's not motionless, but still. And, you know, got all the exposure that we could be provided. Close the door to engineering. Let's rove all this stuff into the science lab. Let's look into this. Then, okay, I pressed E. I think E makes you go up. Yeah, E makes you elevate, even though you probably don't want to elevate. Oh, look at that. Where's the planet gone? It's all gone, look. We can look out this window and the planet's not even there, just looking out to the deep void of space. Research all. Oh, it's one on phase 3 already, so it's probably another laser or something. Something that it knows how to deal with. Oh no, the planet's here, that's why. Or the black hole, rather, because it is just black. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to do. If I can exit the link, maybe? We can reset the landing zone. We can examine the map, actually, so we can actually take a look at the... I've got to look, if that's zoomed out. So if you can do all this, it probably means the map is absolutely massive. And you can reset the landing zone if you really wanted to. So then you end up back where you started. So probably there's nothing stopping you from going in one direction and that's it. You know, just go in one straight line until power runs out, then reset the landing zone and go in a different direction maybe. Anyway, this device is a high energy laser capable of delivering a high energy output in a very short duty cycle. The beam will attenuate through atmosphere, resulting in reduced damage over distance. The size of this weapon precludes turret mounting in the rover, leaving a fixed spinal mount as the only option. Atmospherics terminal offline? Oh no. That could be really bad. I was hearing something, so it's probably the science lab, but still we've gotta go into engineering. Life support offline, that's not good. Force reboot, do it now. Omni radar. Because you know what's gonna happen, we're gonna end up dying if we're not careful. Oh, this is what happens. It sort of goes through everything. I don't think I've seen this before. Jump scare. There we go. Awesome. Seems to have fixed it. Seems to. Doesn't mean it has. But there we go. Let's head back through here. Go into the cargo bay. Through there. Go into the science laboratory. So we got a Omni radar. So the system consists of a directional radio frequency transmitter and a matching receiver housed in a scanning chassis. Measuring the time delay from broadcast to return and the signal strength of the return allows use of this assembly as an omnidirectional radar system. This is an active emitter and when operating may be detected by other receivers. This device is remarkably efficient and consumes an unusually small amount of electrical power in operation. This device is firmly efficient, remaining relatively cool during operation. So yeah, that's essentially another sort of transmitter. However, it is a radar, so it means that we can send out signals to sort of survey the area, if you will. But we do need to be extremely careful that we don't unintentionally, you know, get turrets on our asses, if you will, because they do exist. There are sort of turrets that exist on the surface, but it's all about trying to find them and not get messed up to them. So here's our storage, right, mate? And this is all of our stuff. Look, so this is all of the items that we can store. We can go out into outer space if we really wanted to. I think I did that before. I went out and didn't leave the airlock closed, so it was a pain in the ass to get back in. So if we go back this way, I might need to check on the radiation count as well. Oh, that's done as well. Storage battery. The research facility has succeeded despite substantial difficulties, yada yada yada. This module is a power storage battery of rechargeable cells, capable of storing surplus electrical power when available and releasing it when a power shortage induced voltage sag would otherwise occur. Sorry for butchering that up at least. So we've got some pretty interesting items there. So one thing I might want to try is the radar, and let's put in the storage battery as well. I can leave the pulse laser behind. Now of course it does mean there is the opportunity of people, or rather turrets on the surface, finding out where we are. So might have one more exploration adventure to the surface and see what happens. So we need to go ahead and install these items into the rover, and then it's all about identifying the power usage as well. Seems like that's gone offline, but maybe it's because the rover's in the garage or something. Alright, so if we turn the omnidirectional radar on, okay, if we turn the storage battery on, manipulate arms, oh wait, okay. So maneuverability is quite bad, and that's most likely because we do have all of this stuff, you know, on. But if we think about it, our power and thermal situation is actually pretty good, so it should you know, we should not be concerned, shall we say. Anyway, let's bring the rover back through into here. And I think I'll launch it, why not? I'll launch it from here. Send that to the surface. I'll get a medical check. Oh, how bad would it be if you're like in the medical terminal and the terminal glitches out while you're using it or something? Like that would be really bad or something. Or if it's like when it says please remain calm and it jump scares you or something because you used it too many times or something. I don't know. I seem to be obsessed about this game trying to jump scare me for some reason, but it could though. That's the problem. Is that it could. Now apparently it's not a screamer jump scare per se, it's just like a silent jump scare, but even then it's still a jump scare, so you need to be really careful about what's going to happen here. Now I'll see how this goes and I might determine what I'm going to do after that. One thing I might want to do is actually replace, say, the compass with the radar and the storage battery. Oh no, not that. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to put this one here, and then there was the, oh god, what was it? Oh, it don't matter. So there we go, we've got our radar going on over here. Ah, look at the survey map, look. The survey map's actually kind of revealed a bit of a larger area. Is it this? Oh, it's deplete more power, I guess. There's another powered storage device, and there's something over here as well. I quite like that, how as you can see on the survey map, it's actually kind of opened up quite substantially. Maybe that's the radar doing that. It has a pretty long range. But there's something there I want to investigate, so I'm sorry, wasn't even pressing the button. So what was the thing? What's the thing that was supposed to be there? I don't even know. There's supposed to be something here. I think I got rid of it. Is it the reserve battery maybe? Might be the reserve battery. I don't know. Jump scare? No. Right then. So once that returns, I'll see what that power storage device is. I think we can actually exit the link and still evaluate the map data, and as you can see, there is a bit of something going on over here. So I guess the whole idea of this is that you play the game for a really long amount of time, and you can really begin to, you know, explore the planet in some great detail. But obviously you need to have all the time in the world to really do that, and usually I'm under some level of time constraint whenever I'm doing videos, so it is a bit on the sad side that that is the case. Though I would say maybe one exploration to the surface and I'll be done, because there's that one last structure. I do want to investigate it, so if I investigate that, then I can sort of round things off. And look at that, it's done it lightning fast. It's another storage battery. So as you can see, that is essentially another item, another storage battery that can go in there. Launch the rover again. Let's go in here, activate the auto dock, see if we can get any treatment for our radiation poisoning, which we can just about. Keep calm. Ah, jump scare. No. Alright. So damage caused by ionized radiation, elevated long-term risk, all available radiation treatment applied. So it's like we're getting to the point where it is going to be damaging to us. So we need to be really careful about keeping on top of this radiation. Now, I might already be screwed because I haven't done it to the extent that I should have done. But, it is what it is. Oh, look at that temperature, look. I don't know if we ever received temperature warnings in the past for the rover. I don't know. Wait, is that, what's that over there? You see that? Is that blue? I think that's the star. So it might actually be coming up to something. Oh, what's that over there? Look, it looks like water or something, does it not? And smash down on the surface. Let's go through here. Pick up. Okay, on another electrical item. So our maneuverability is quite bad, to be fair. But I want to see what's down and around this way, you know. What the hell was that? I have no idea what the hell that was, guys. I heard something, I don't know what it was. All I want to do is just chill. Play a nice little game without having the fear of being jump scared. Shit, that looks like something. That definitely looked like something. I'm just gonna go over this way, you know. Just gonna move around. Just like rove around the place as you do. And when I feel it necessary, I think I might actually get out of here. So I think there was like a chasm or something that I discovered, which is something I don't think I've ever come across before in this game. And there's also some other things as well that I don't think I've ever recovered from the surface. What the fuck was that? What was that? I heard something, that's for sure. I definitely heard something. Whether or not that was the rover doing that, I really don't know. I heard something, so I'm just like, I'm out of there. So as you can see, that's the sun. It kind of looks like just a JPEG or something. And there's a lens flare. The planet's lighting up a bit now. And we should be coming up to the spaceship soon. Or at least the rover should be coming up soon. So hopefully whatever the hell that thing was, if it was something that was following us, doesn't actually continue to follow us into the ship, otherwise that would be really, really bad. So doesn't look like it is. Doesn't look like there's anything there, does it? Right, let's investigate. Then I think I'll end the capture off here because I am getting a little bit hungry now. I could do with having some food, something to eat. Let's put that into the rover, the science area, sorry. Then we can research all the items. It's already in phase 2, so it's probably something that it knows what it is thereabouts. I'll see if there's any available radiation treatment. It's sort of like an algorithm, this game. You just have to keep following the same process over and over again. As long as you follow the process, you should be perfectly fine, you know. So, authorize the treatment. Please remain motionless. Jump scare. It's like a real life jump scare. It gets you from behind in real life and messes you up. Nah, it doesn't sound so paranoid about it. I know I keep talking about the jump scare now that I've known that it's in the game. However, the last thing I want to do is get fucking jump scared to a space exploration style game. I mean, come on, man. If anything, it's bound to be something on the surface that's going to happen. And it's going to really mess you up. Yeah, my belly's like growling at me right now, so I might have to you know, end the recording and edit the video down, obviously. Then I'll think about uploading it to YouTube whenever. Oh, there's a Gauss repeater. Ooh, lovely. What's this? This device is a Gauss railgun. When operated, electrical power charges a pair of rails, generating an electromagnetic field that propels a conductive projectile to very high velocity. This device is predicted to have very high velocity. No, sorry. This device is predicted to have a substantial power demand spike and may operate at reduced performance if starved for current. This object is particularly damaging. Very, very, very nice indeed. A Gauss railgun, ladies and gentlemen. That is actually really good. I think I'll move that onto here. I don't know if I'm going to install it or not, but you know, it is what it is. I'll just put it on there for the time being. And I think that should be everything. I think I'm done with what I wanted to be done with this game for today. I mean, we managed to survive the night, I guess you can argue. I have no idea what the hell that thing was, if it was something coming after us or not. We can actually examine the map data, and as you can see, we're exploring a bit more. It looks like there's water here, look, if you see that. Almost like a coast. I thought I did see water, but it's probably nothing. Or at least some sort of liquid, some sort of a liquid body or whatever. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think I will be rounding the game off here today. So, thank you for watching, and I will be back, I don't know when, with Scavenger SV-4 Run 3 Part 3. Who knows if I'm going to get jump scared then, but, you know, peace out to you all, and see you later.